Welcome to Trivia Clips. Ready to test your knowledge about the guitar god himself, Eric Clapton? He's rocked with legends, survived tragedy, and shaped generations. Let's see if you really know slow hand. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? 1. Eric Clapton was a member of the Rolling Stones. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. He never joined the Rolling Stones. Clapton was close with them but never became a member. He played with Cream, the Yardbirds, and Derek, and the Dominoes. Though he jammed with the Stones occasionally, it was unofficial. His path was legendary on its own. 2. Layla was inspired by unrequited love. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Layla was written for Pattie Boyd, George Harrison's wife. Clapton fell in love with her while she was married. The song expresses his heartbreak and obsession. It became one of his most iconic tracks. Eventually, he and Boyd did get together. 3. Eric Clapton is British. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. He was born in Ripley, Surrey, England in 1945. Raised by his grandparents, Clapton grew up in the UK. His blues influences were American, but he's fully British. His heritage shaped his musical evolution, and he became a global icon from there. The 4th, he named his guitar Blackie. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Blackie was his favorite Fender Stratocaster. He built it from parts of 3 guitars he bought in Nashville. The guitar was with him through many legendary performances. He later sold it at auction for charity. It fetched nearly $1 million. 5. Clapton wrote the hit Tears in Heaven after a car crash. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. He wrote it after a tragic accident. His 4-year-old son fell from a window. The heartbreaking event happened in 1991. Tears in Heaven became a tribute to his son. It showed a vulnerable, emotional side of Clapton. The song touched millions worldwide. 6. He was part of the supergroup Cream. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Cream was one of the first rock supergroups. It featured Clapton, Jack Bruce, and Ginger Baker. Their blend of blues, rock, and psychedelia was groundbreaking. Songs like Sunshine of Your Love became classics. They disbanded in 1968 but left a huge legacy. 7. Clapton once went completely deaf for a year. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. While he has dealt with hearing loss, he was never fully deaf. Years of loud concerts caused damage over time. He's spoken openly about tinnitus and nerve issues, but he never lost hearing in both ears completely. His struggles made him cautious in later years. 8. He played at George Harrison's tribute concert. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Clapton organized and performed at the concert for George in 2002. It was a powerful tribute after Harrison's death. Musicians like Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr also played. Clapton and Harrison had a deep, complex friendship. The concert was deeply emotional and historic. 9. Clapton has never won a Grammy. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. He has won 18 Grammy Awards throughout his career. Tears in Heaven and Unplugged earned him multiple wins. He's been recognized for both performance and songwriting. He even received the Lifetime Achievement Award. His trophy shelf is packed. 10th, he is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 3 times. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Clapton is the only person inducted 3 separate times. He's in as a solo artist with the Yardbirds and with Cream. This record reflects his massive impact on music. Very few artists come close to that achievement. It cements his legendary status. Welcome back to Trivia Clips. You survived part 1. Now let's raise the stakes. Get ready for 10 more true or false questions about Clapton. Think you're a real fan? Time to prove it. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? 11. Clapton once recorded a reggae version of Layla. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. He never released a reggae version of Layla. However, he did famously do a reggae cover of I Shot the Sheriff. That version brought him chart success in 1974. He admired Bob Marley's influence deeply, but Layla kept its original rock blues vibe. 12. Eric Clapton gave up alcohol completely. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Clapton battled alcoholism for years during the 70s. He entered rehab and has been sober for decades. He now supports addiction recovery programs. His struggles inspired some of his most heartfelt songs. He turned pain into purpose. 13. His nickname Slow Hand came from his guitar solos. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. It was given to him by a manager at the Yardbirds. Whenever he broke a string, the crowd clapped slowly. He'd change the string on stage, hence Slow Hand. The name stuck and became iconic. It reflects his smooth, emotional playing style. 14. He has released over 20 solo studio albums. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Clapton's solo discography spans decades. He's released more than 20 studio albums to date. Each one explores blues, rock, or personal storytelling. Albums like 461 Ocean Boulevard remain classics. His productivity has never slowed down. 15. He played guitar on the Beatles' While My Guitar Gently Weeps. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. George Harrison invited Clapton to play on the track. It was a rare case of an outsider guesting on a Beatles song. Clapton's solo added deep emotion and power. He wasn't officially credited on the album, but fans know it's his signature tone. 16. Clapton never collaborated with B.B. King. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. They recorded the album Riding with the King in 2000. It was a Dream Blues collaboration. The album won a Grammy and was critically praised. Clapton called B.B. King one of his greatest influences. Their chemistry was undeniable. 17. He was once a member of Pink Floyd. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. Clapton never played with Pink Floyd. Their styles were very different musically. Clapton admired their work but stayed in blues rock. He never joined the progressive rock scene. No collaborations are officially recorded. 18. His autobiography was a bestseller. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Clapton. The autobiography was released in 2007. It gave an honest look at his highs and lows. The book topped charts and earned critical praise. Fans appreciated his raw vulnerability. It's a must-read for music lovers. 19. Eric Clapton was knighted by the Queen. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. He became Sir Eric Clapton in 2004. It was for his contributions to music and charity. He humbly accepted the honor. Few rock musicians have received the same title. It sealed his status as musical royalty. 20th, he has his own guitar festival. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, true. It's called the Crossroads Guitar Festival. Launched in 1999, it supports addiction recovery causes. It gathers the world's best guitarists in one event. Legends like Buddy Guy and Jeff Beck have played there. It celebrates music and healing together. End of part 2. How many did you get right? Drop your score in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more true or false rock quizzes, only on Trivia Clips.